It's easy to add more because we need new goals. We need new this. We need new that. We need more clothes in our closet. I don't need more shoes, but I will always buy more shoes. I looked up the definition of should. It's used to indicate an obligation, a duty, or correctness, typically when criticizing someone's actions. How many things on your calendar are full of shoulds versus what you want to do? Welcome back to Unapologetic Rabble-Rousers. I'm DocShellie.
And I'm Carla Lewis. Okay, Michelle.
Okay, Carla.
Let's talk about life math.
Life math.
The math of life. Okay, so if we were to title this little exploration, how about subtraction as a radical act of self-care?
Oof.
What? Taking away.
No, don't take it away. No.
It'll be okay.
Can't take it away from me.
As we look into, as we look at our lives and all that's going on, all that we have piled on our plate, all that we keep adding, consider how taking care of yourself might include actually denying some of those things the place you've given them. Being able to say, no, you know what? Maybe I don't need all this. And I'm not just talking stuff. So let's talk about what it means for us to be radical in taking care of ourselves by actually, what's the word when you are, sorry. So what's it like in terms, what does it look like in terms of downsizing in all that we've got on our plates?
I like to think about it a little bit differently than downsizing or denying, because those words don't feel good to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of think about what needs to go. And when I think about growth, it's stacking things. Stack things on top of each other, right? And so when we think about subtracting, I believe was the word you used in our title, it's about shortening the stack a little bit and like what can come out of the stack that isn't fulfilling me? What is killing my joy? What is sucking my energy? What needs to go?
Okay.
So I think about it that way versus denying myself. Because when I think of denying myself something, it means to me that I'm now going to deny myself some joy. I don't want to deny joy.
Okay. So interesting that you reflected on downsizing as a denial kind of a thing.
Well, you used the word deny, though. That's what triggered me. And then you said downsizing.
Oh my.
So the denying was like, oof, no, that hits me hard.
That's a trigger word. Yes. And
I don't want to deny myself anything. I want it all.
Want it. Give it to me. Okay. So interesting. Okay. I didn't recognize that I had used that word because it isn't about denying. I agree with you 1,000%. This isn't about the denial. It's about exercising the opportunity and the right to reflect on what is there.
Yeah.
And to make a conscious decision about the value of holding on to it or letting something go. So thank you for the clarification and the denunciation of denial, because that's not what I want. That's not what I am wanting to convey. So let's talk about what it's like for us to take a look at all that we have and recognize there are things we're carrying that really aren't serving me anymore. There are things that we're carrying that we're doing it because somebody else asked or we think they needed us to carry, and we haven't actually checked that in. Let's dig into that.
And I think it's important to recognize that as we grow, it doesn't always mean adding more. And I think that's what we're getting at, is that it's easy to add more because We need new goals. We need new this. We need new that. We need more clothes in our closet. I don't need more shoes, but I will always buy more shoes. But also, I think there's a version of less pretending, less accommodating other people, less, we talked about it in the last episode, less proving your worth by
Mm-hmm.
performance. So those are things that could go. We don't need to pile on those things. So maybe the breakthrough isn't adding something new. It's looking at what's too heavy, what is sucking my joy, what is sucking my energy, where am I pretending? Where can I clear that space for those things to go bye bye?
I think it's so important to be able to reflect on the fact that our feelings, our thoughts, the actions we take are as weighty and consuming in terms of space as our physical belongings. And perhaps even more so because they influence so much more. If you got 42 pairs of shoes sitting in your closet, you just got 42 pairs of shoes taking up space in your closet and space in your own approach to what am I going to put on for this outfit that I have, and having to make a decision across all of those choices. But there's the other thing that says emotionally, mentally, maybe even spiritually, financially, there are things that we are carrying along that are taking up space that is even more valuable than the yardage or the footage, square footage, cubic footage that's being consumed in a closet. And being able to recognize what those things are. And then finding the way for us to be able to reflect on them, to be able to weigh them, to size them, and determine that they do or they don't belong anymore.
My shoes belong, let's be clear.
And I would never question that. Understand, let the world know.
Anyone who's listening who knows me would be like, oh, Carla, you're charting dangerous territories there. Talking about her shoes.
I'm just saying.
But yeah.
When we start talking,
go ahead.
I'm just saying, when we talk about being able to look at the space that we are consuming, it's more than just the physical.
For sure.
It's so much more than that.
And you think about, I have so many friends and clients, peers, colleagues who talk about, well, I want to go do this tonight, but I should do this. I should do that. How many things on your calendar are full of shoulds versus what you want to do? Like, I love playing pickleball, so my calendar is full of pickleball. And the other night I was like, I might have to give up a couple nights of pickleball because I should make time for X, Y, and Z. And I was like, do I really want to give up something that I enjoy so much for something that I should do? No, I don't want to do that. If it was something else I enjoyed, then that's a different conversation with myself. But I literally was going to give up 2 nights of pickleball for something I should do, not something I want to do. And I decided, no, I'm not doing that.
Good for you. And you think about the shoulds. Don't should all over yourself. That there are better ways to make a decision than using should. And it doesn't just have to be something that you enjoy. It's something that matters. So we're talking about the things that fuel your life, your soul, your body, your mind, whatever. It's what's important. And that challenges then how we establish value on things.
But some of the shoulds are important.
Not discounting that. Discounting that.
But yeah, like in general, really think about, what is your calendar full of? What is your head full of? Are you leaving room for the things that you want, the things that you enjoy, the things that you fulfill you? Or are you checking off that should checklist all the time.
Can we spend a little time on this notion of should?
Go for it.
So, as you examine what it is that invokes that particular word, I should do this. What does the should really represent? Is it because I have a commitment? Is it because it's better for me? Is it so? Should almost invokes this decision between something and something else. I should do A. How does the should actually factor in here? I don't even know how to ask my question. That there's how does should work?
I think it's super situational. Like, I should go do laundry, but I want to watch a movie. I might not have clean clothes to wear tomorrow if I don't go do my laundry. I should go out into the yard and play with the dogs, but it's cold and rainy outside, so I don't want to. I should get a new client, but I don't have the energy to do that right now. I could list 1,000 shoulds and a million excuses or reasons why I would rather do something else.
And
so
that's
sometimes the should is I need to do the laundry.
Okay.
I should do it. I don't want to. I hate doing laundry. I don't like being an adult. I want somebody to clean my house, cook for me, do my laundry, brush my teeth, and tuck me in at night.
That's right. Okay. But I think you're getting into the point I might have been trying to make my question, which is should is usually accompanied by but.
I don't want to.
Yes. Okay. So the notion of should suggests that there is the opposite side, which is the pushback against it, versus I need to do laundry. Full stop. I need to be with the dogs.
And I can still have a butt after that.
I agree. I agree, but there's something about I should, but versus I need to do laundry. Instead, I'm going to be doing that. I know instead is a different word for but. I think there's something there about the word should that is, I don't know. There's something about the word should that gets in the way of saying, okay, I don't know. But let's talk about what we're trying to get to is the fact that subtraction, the whole notion about being able to remove things, including the shoulds, because let's just own what it is. I don't want to do laundry. I don't want to go play with them. I know you want to play with your dogs, but I'm just using that as one of the things that you talk about. Okay. But we started this whole thing about before you add more, what needs to go? So there are trade-offs. That's really what we're talking about here.
I looked up the definition of should.
Good.
It's used to indicate an obligation, a duty, or correctness, typically when criticizing someone's actions.
Whoa.
Hence the heaviness of I should.
See, that explains a lot. Where do those should rails,
things
that fit in between that are the shoulds? So where do those get established? So I know it's fun. Just joking around about shoulding all over yourself. Recognizing that's part of this downsizing. Let's get out of all of these shoulds and be able to get into the I will, I do, I need, I want, not I should, but.
Well, I think still the point though is, are the shoulds, the needs, the wants, are those still aligned with the values? Because all those things could still be a should. I need, I should, I want. Like, I want $1 million. I should have $1 million. Well, whatever, $10 million.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
But I think are we leaving room for the things we want, the things that we enjoy, the things that bring us joy, the things that fulfill us? Or are we so busy meeting everyone else's needs and having a clear lack of boundary for ourselves that we can't say no to other people because we should go meet that person for dinner.
Yeah.
We should go help that person. We should be on a phone call for 4 hours when we don't have time. We should do these things. Are you also taking care of you in all the shoulds? So I kind of like the visual of a calendar. Here's the 4 things I like to do for myself that bring me joy, that bring me peace, that bring me comfort, whatever it is that's important to you. And here's the 800 other things that you're doing because you should. Balance that out. Set some new boundaries. And we all know when we set new boundaries, people are going to get ticked off because you have been a big, huge convenience for them. Because you always say yes out of your obligation to the should.
Bam.
Just saying.
Just saying. Well, I'm just saying. With that, I'm Carla Lewis.
I'm DocShellie. Think about this for a minute. How would this feel? Try this on. I am no longer available for what drains me. Try that out this week. See how that feels for you. Stop shooting through your life. We'll see you next time. What is killing my joy? What is sucking my energy? What needs to go? I am no longer available for what drains me.